What's up, YouTube and Tower Defenders? Ethan DX back again with another in the Tower Evolution series. We are on the 4th week of September 2025. I think it's episode 40, right? Let me do a quick bloop bloop click here. Yeah, I need to make better track of this stuff before I start recording. Yeah, episode 40. Crazy. I think I said that last week, but it's crazy. It's been 40 weeks of recording these videos. Next week is going to be my Tower birthday, the 4th. We'll do a quick, not that button. Bing. Excuse me, hiccup there. Okay, October 4th, 2024 is when I started playing the game. Well, officially this one. I started about a few weeks before this. I've discussed it in other videos, but deleted that game and restarted once I read what an ultimate weapon was. I made a very poor choice in the beginning, and then I just went ahead and restarted the game while I didn't have it saved to my email yet. So this one I've been playing since October 4th. So next week will be my 1-year anniversary birthday. Plan on hopefully doing another stream, make it like a birthday stream, as long as everything is good. I wasn't feeling that good this morning when I woke up, so I just ran my tournament run off stream because it just wasn't. It was a champion, so it went a good 2.5 hours, but I don't know if I would have been able to make it 2.5 hours. But I'm still working on getting into like a streaming mindset and getting into it. If you're interested in my first and only stream, it's down on the live stream tab in the history if anyone's interested. I also started off this not capturing the end of the last run, as I have learned that switching devices when you have permanent black hole and you're late in the run is not a good idea. I lost about 2k waves this morning by switching my game from the tablet to the computer emulator. I was in wave 8,000 on tier 11, and the black hole is not immediately up, right? So as soon as the game started, I just died immediately because everything hit the tower. So needed to have that permanent black hole up to keep everything off the tower. So gotta remember to do that in the future. Let the thing ride out on the current device it's on before switching. But yeah, fun stuff. Let's well, we're on the stat page, so here we are in the stats. We are at 2.21Q. Last week I was at 1.92. I do have that up now that I went to the other thing to see what a history was for the episode. So it was at 1.92 before, and we're at 2.21 now. So I think we've increased a little better than the gain from last week. Just a little over a quarter. Was that 300 trillion? So Stones was at 11,866 last week, and we're at 12,111. Did not get into legends, I don't think. We'll look in the history. Yeah, I think it was real close. Let's scroll down. No pushing happening on the tiers. I might have a new high on the milestone, or not with milestone, the tier 11, 10,398. I think that's a new high from last time. It was a crazy long run. They seem to be going way too long now. We'll get into the run tracker here. Let's go check that out. All right, over here on the run tracker website. Again, links in the Discord if you're interested in the web app tool. They have some various tools and stuff here you can do if you want to track stuff a little bit more. I'm just using it to track my per hour and whatnot so I can compare and know what to run. So last video day here was the 21st. And back there, last week we were averaging roughly 2.3-ish. You see here, roughly. Maybe 2.4 that day, 2.2. So roughly 2.3 when I was doing some tests with the stuff. Since then, I've just basically left all the damage cards on. I switched off Astral Deliverance for Amplify Strike, and been using that. And the coins per hour going up slightly, just slowly crawling up. Not made too much changes in economy stuff. There is the lab running for the coins per kill is running, but enemy level skips is about all I've really done, which has helped. You can see the waves have slowly increased, which is increasing my cells, I think, slightly. They're going up a little bit. Most commonly I'm running tier 11 when I can, but as you see, I'm throwing 12s in there a lot because the 8 hours is just way more convenient than these 13 hours. Sometimes it'll finish, if it finishes at like, let's say, like noon to 1 in the afternoon, restarting at 13 hours is not good. I can't end that at 2 a.m. I'm not going to be there to restart it. So I'll throw in an 8 hour, have that end around, 9 to 10 at night, and then I'll restart another 13 hour, which will end tomorrow around noon. So I'm kind of stuck in a pattern of doing like an 11 and then a 12, and then 11 and then a 12, and then 11 and then a 12 to get to the 24 hours. Or just to basically keep it running all the time. So hopefully I can get my, which is kind of hurting the cells slightly, because I do get better cells per hour if I can stay on 11s, you can see here. So hopefully I can start pushing. That's why I'm working on enemy level skips this lately. We'll see in the thing here. I want to push these waves further. I figure the longer and the higher I can go in the wave of tier 12, the better cells per hour. Also, I might need to start working on damage soon too. So we'll be getting into that. Let's jump back over to the track or the tower. Okay, so where are we at? We're on tournament. Let's check out the tournament. Oh, we're currently in a tournament run. Look at the bottom of this bracket that I'm currently on. Crazy, right? Look at this guy. Hello, YNK, if you're out there. I don't know why he's a Legend 3 and he's down here in my champion bracket, but he must have just fell asleep in the last one. If he doesn't fall asleep here, he's gonna pass me. But if he stays here, look at these guys though. I think one of them, that guy, he's definitely Legends 30. I don't think he's gonna stay at 300 waves. He must have ran out of time or something. I don't know. So there's a good chance these 42 and 57 guys might end, or 742, 757 might end up down in Platinum League. It's crazy seeing 700s being demoted. Look at this bracket. So I'm currently in second place. Hopefully that'll hold. Yeah, that guy definitely is going to be way up in there. Who's this? 27. I think he's done his. I think he's stalled there. I haven't seen him move anything recently. I think he's stalled there too. They've both been in the 1300s for a few minutes. Hopefully they'll stay there. We'll come back and check on that as this video. I just finished this run a few minutes ago actually, so I was like, let's jump in the video and get this going so that I can get back to farming. So we did the tournament. Oh wait, we didn't do the tournament. We're just looking at the current tournament. Let's go back. So this is where I'm at right now. What's this? 38, 1389, 1364. So we'll keep an eye on them. That's the heat. So here's the history. Last weekend. Yeah, that was last Saturday. So last Saturday I ran that Legends tournament. The stream is down below, as I mentioned, on the live, if you guys want to check it out. Thanks for following along, everyone who was there. The next day, I had the champion, and man, I was so close. So close. I think I fell behind by... It was 14-14. Was in 4th place. The reason I did not rerun is because that was a rerun. What I did was I ran the first one using Amplify Strike and the project funding. I only got 1346. 1343 maybe. Somewhere around there. 1340 something. So I got 1340 something. and I just didn't feel good about that. I was in like 7th place. I want to say 8th place maybe. So then I re-ran it again the next day after work, and I used Pulsar Harvester and the DP, because I figure I'm an EHP tower right now, right? I'm not a damage tower. I'm a hit points tower, EHP tower. So I was like, I keep saying project funding. Pulsar Harvester is going to be way better for an EHP build, and DP as well. Just remove 15% of the mobs from the equation, and the Pulsar Harvester reducing the level skips, or yeah, reducing their level of the attacks and whatnot, helping them do less damage to me. That jumped up to 1406. So what's that? 70 waves, roughly, maybe 35 waves. So that was pretty good. Wasn't enough to get in. So close. I bet if I would have re-ran it, but it's still what, 2.5 hours. I didn't have time. But I bet if I would have re-ran it and paid a little bit more attention, and I don't know, maybe tweak some stuff, I could have maybe squeezed it in. But so we'll see today if we stay. Let's see, no one's moved yet. If we leave, I think it refreshes while we're in there, right? So yeah, they're not moved for a minute. I think they're done. I haven't seen anyone else move. I was a little behind these guys because I kept playing with my labs and looking at stuff, so I kept falling behind anyway by the time I finished. Okay, where are we at? Let's go back to, we're done with the tournament. We'll look into event. I need to buy the stones with my stuff. Everything's done. This Spark Missiles is almost done. This is purely on level 1 of Spotlight Missile. I have the lab turned off. Not the lab, the ultimate weapon perk. So if I do pick smart missiles during a run, it's disabled. One time I turned it off a long time ago when it was, dealing actual damage for me, along with chain lightning before I had chain lightning, and I've just never gotten around to going and turning it back on. I don't think it's going to make any difference though, because later in the waves, it's because I noticed it then. I try to turn it on to do something, but it doesn't. It just doesn't do any damage. It won't kill anything for the event, so I just turn it back off. But sorry. The smart missile is strictly on level 1. Just one missile from my Spotlight. Everything else is completed. Be cool to see what's coming up next week. I might buy the event boost. I haven't bought one yet, and I think hopefully it'll have some good thing here, but it'll be just my birthday event boost. Tower of birthday. Okay. What is next? We can jump to the guild below here. Guild's good. We picked up the box yesterday or something. Most people completed all their boxes. And these guys came back. They AFK for a little bit, but hopefully he mentioned Ginger Snap's having some really busy real life going on right now. So, but he was AFK for about a week. We're in between runs. Oh no, I took it off. So since we're in between runs, I keep forgetting this. Let's do some stuff. What do you guys think we should do? Oh, I can't hear you. So sorry. Let's just pick something then. What about cooldown and fine chance? And let's do a little bit of everything. I got 92 left. Fine chance some more. All right. Looks good. Store, I have bought everything. I'm sure everyone's in this position. I'm just waiting to do this. Why am I waiting to do this? Hold on a second. I just thought about that. That's 250 each. Click, right? Ooh. Okay, we'll do that and get to the mods. Before we get to the mods, let's jump over to... There are some changes to... Not that. The bands. I changed my bands up. So I'm using this right now, I think. I just took one of the ones off of there, so I just kind of tweaked this around. I did have the knockback on there, and I took it off, so now I'm just down to these two. Yeah, with the black hole, I don't need, what was the ones I took off? Yeah, ranged attack, distance reduced. I don't have, I have black hole disabling them now, and they get stuck in there. And I have full 100% coverage with primordial collapse, so there's none of them. And then I was banning knockback force, took that off too, because it, yeah, you know, because they're just out there. Whoops. Go back. And then the auto pick's still the same. We might as well briefly look over that while we're here. Okay. Workshop update. I didn't change anything in any of this stuff yet, so we're still everything in everything in the attack. And here, let's look it over in case anyone's curious, though. I'm at 5,700 maxed region and 1,200 wall health. 200 wall rebuild. Those are where they're just kind of sitting at for auto ups to finish those during a run. I do need to put some money into them. I get back to it so that I can finish these during a legend run. That'd be very convenient, or at least get them pretty close in the beginning of a legend run. Tax gifts, I did put a lot into that. So we're at 335 for enemy attack and 325 for health. I think I did 5 into that from last week, and then I think 20 since last week, or 25. That's starting off here now, almost 30%. I can get to 31% at about wave 15 in the champion run now. That's because I got enemy level skip enhancement. I did spend all the money in that last week and got that to 1.10. It's crazy expensive. Look at that. 200 trillion for the next one. Don't think I'm going to get that just yet. Got a few things I'm going to probably buy first, but I needed a new ancestral substat so that I can get over 50%. Because now in battle, like in the tournament, it's at 49.9 enemy level skips. So to get over 50%, I'll need the ancestral substat. No changes on the ultimate weapon, but this is where I'm thinking what to do next. Because we got 800 stones currently, plus some more coming in today. And I had, like I said, last week or so, I originally was thinking enter landmines, but I'm kind of still on the fence about that. I have Poison Swamp I can pick from, as well as what was the other one? Smart Missiles. But so I think enter landmines will be the next choice, but I don't know that's going to help me right away. I know that the first layer of them is behind the wall, but the next wave of them will be outside the wall. And I noticed when they pop, when I have the perk, they'll pop and it'll still trigger the ones inside the wall. I don't know if the damage is splashing outside of the wall to hit the stuff or not. I don't know, but I noticed that happens when I have the perk Inner Landmine Ultimate Weapon pickup. But I also know they don't do very much damage. I'd have to put a bunch of stones and stuff into it. Or I could take that stones and I can keep investing in what I got here, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards for now. I know I'm kind of on the fence still, so I'm just going to save them. But I think if I do some more angle, get that up. Why is it 43? I think I have, yeah, okay, because I have this one on. Okay, so with the dim core, yeah, that one's the 11. So I need to get that in ancestral. But where are we at? So I was thinking about getting angle up to maybe 45 base, and then bonus up some more. and potentially the other quantity, but that's way down. I don't know. That's way down the road. I think if I just get the angle up and the bonus up, that'd be kind of good. Could also do some black hole duration up a little bit, and then try to be prepared for like potentially a permanent black hole in a tournament if needed. I'll need ancestral mods and stats though, but with just a little bit of duration, could do that. And the other stuff I could do would just bring some cooldowns, bring these guys down in sync with together, so that way get this closer to uptime. Of course, permanent uptime on these is way in the future, but can still just bring the cooldowns down, or put the bonus up, duration up. And then the other option is heavy chain lightning. Not heavy, but I mean it's already pretty good. But just dump a bunch into chain lightning real quick and get that super crazy powerful. A couple clicks into this till it's in the 800 or 900s, chance over 20%, and then maybe even another quantity, so that way chain lightning is super strong. I don't know. That's kind of, I gotta think about what to do next. I'm just gonna hang on to the stones for the moment. If you have some tips on where I should put the stones and the ultimate weapons, let me know, please. Ooh, gym check. All right, lab check. So labs, we got 90 lab speed. It's going to be going to GM. Sorry, that's a term from Ultima Online. We're going to go to maximum here. What's it, 99? And then wall region is going to 20. I mentioned that before, I think, last video or two. That I was like, I kind of want to take this to 20. Well, I'm doing it. It's going to 20. And then this is going up while that's going. So I think with the time, I'll probably maybe get to 75. Maybe 74, 75, 70. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. I think 74. Shatter Shards is now running. That's a lot. It was like crazy. It was like 79 trillion. But you guys were right last week. Like I just need to get it going. Strom mentioned it. He was right. You guys were right. Everyone's right. Shatter Shards is good. Kill coin bonus is also still going. That's going to go all the way to 99. Check out the history. Ah, son of a gun. Son of a biscuit. I can tell you I did wall rebuild. After that last tournament stream, if you guys were watching it, one of them, the wall dropped, and I was alive for a good while. I almost made it until the wall rebuilt. I was like, what the heck? In the Legends tournament, almost made it back till the wall rebuilt. So I noticed wall rebuild time was very short. So I was like, I bet if I put this on for a day or two, and I was right. It got like a level 10. It dropped it down pretty good. Okay, let's look. Let's go back to the 20th. So from there, I had fortification still going. It hit 40. Region was still going. I did the unmerged module, and just to get out of the way, and then that's when I threw on wall rebuild, and I think I left it on for like 2 days. Then it went to level 10. Yeah, what's that? So not even 2 days, like a day and a half. No, wait, what time did I put it on? So if it finished 10 a.m., probably was that morning, 23, 25 at 1 p.m. So yeah, about 2 days, and got to 10. Figured that was good enough. I think that's 70 seconds down. Wall fortification finished, and that's when I threw on, not finished, but got up to 42. And that's when I threw on Shatter Shards. Yeah, I took 4 off for a moment when I put I think I took 4 and replaced it. So next, let's get back up here. Boom. When these finish, when I get to 20 wall region and then wall health or health region, I think I'll get that to 75. But I'm gonna go into, I think, crit factor and damage. I was thinking about these 2 labs and start working on them for a little bit. I don't have any damage or crit factor, as you can see, 25 or 24. So I figure maybe start getting those going, and that might help me place in the Legends League. Yes? Maybe? No? I don't know. Let me know if I should do Super Crit Multiplier or Super Crit Chance. Should those get on the list anytime soon? Or not worry about them just yet? I don't know. But I know I was thinking about putting them on, and just to try to help. Since EHP seems pretty strong right now. My fortification's been going up. It's at 42. And you've seen the region. Let's look at all the labs. Defense. Here we go. 60 health. And then we got the max wall health. See, rebuild here is now at 10. Thorns at 12. Don't have any invincibility yet. I need to put that on there. I know that'll give it a few seconds to regen up the fortification. So I need to get a little bit of that anyway, if I'm going to use any rebuild. Ultimate weapons, most everything's done there. When I get around to finally unlocking some ultimate weapons, then I'll have some new labs to do. So speaking of that one here, Amplify Scatter Lab, right? I've heard lots of people say, like, don't level that too high, it'll mess with your farming. But I'm not farming with lightning. But I guess that they're talking about down when you're doing down the road when you're doing glass cannon farming and you have chain lightning on. So should I not level this yet? But wouldn't that help in tournaments? I don't know. I'm not using it in farming, so I don't know what to do on that. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Let me know if it's worth it to level this up some, or if I should still wait because it'll hurt a glass cannon farming or something. These are cards, perks, and the modules. I should do effect bands one day. One day. Okay, out of the labs, let's get some. What's next? Modules. Right? Let's see. Check, 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 check. Okay, I think we've done all the categories except for modules. Okay, what were we doing here? Here's what I'm using my Amplify Strike. I did roll the stats yesterday. Not yesterday. Last week. After the video, before I started using it. And that's what I landed on. I seriously need to get rid of this bounce shot targets. It was just, that was totally random. I was just, I got attack speed and multiplier. Those landed first. And I was like, sweet, locked them. And these I was just clicking and both those landed at the same time. And it's just like, good enough, let's go. I was already, I think I spent like 190k. So I was like, I did enough. This is going to be leveling soon, hopefully. But I wanted to use it, so shouldn't have spent that many rerolls, I think. But bounce shot target is not great on this. It's killing stuff outside, or at least keeping stuff outside the black hole. Constantly shooting stuff outside the black holes, and knockback is keeping them there. But it's only really doing it in the beginning. Later on, once I pick up the knockback perk trade-off, the stuff starts falling in line, and it gets into the black holes. But I'd still like to get some better stats on that. The G comp is now 41. Oh yeah, everything could be 41, I think, right? Hold on, let's still scatterbrain. Let's continue where we're at, and then we'll go do that. So the G comp's 41. I got free defense upgrade. I just came like after a couple clicks and said good enough, because this is I need to get it purple, or not purple, green before I spend too much on it. Here I end up spending, I don't know how much, I keep track, but I was just clicking it for anything that was decent, and that was the first thing that was half decent. I was like, whatever, let's go with that. Which is only usable in very select scenarios when the wall falling would even make a difference in rebuilding, which for the most part doesn't matter. So I'd like to pick up a different stat on here eventually, but the reason I know I got like 2.3 million reroll shards, but these are all around the corner of turning green, and I'm gonna have to spend a ton, I know, to get the stuff. So, you know, especially with 141s involved. So I'm not stressing on getting this stat just yet. I'd like to get, now if it was this one, because I want to pick up, these effects seem to be more, the core effects seem to be more important. What else do I got? We got the death penalty down here chilling. And the dim core still needs to be re-rolled when I get another slot. Let's do that. Which ones was it? I need the cores. And I'll need like, I'll just buy them all out. It looks like cores and at least cores. I don't care about the cannon. I don't think that's going to be enough still. Yeah, so we're at 1200. I need another 10 something. Let's see, what else could I do? We'll just wait. We'll wait. I don't want to... I can go shatter some shards, but I'm not in that much of a hurry. That one, okay. Actually, we might need to shatter some, right? Hold on a second. Let me go and merge all these real quick. Except for those. Okay. To 2019. I might need to shatter these, so I don't want to merge them up yet. Someone, I think it was Sith, pointed out that you can't shatter epic pluses. I had no idea. I've never actually tried to do it, so I was like, oh no. I've been merging everything into epic plus. Look at all these. Let's go to... I still have like a lot of epic pluses that I could turn these into. And I still have, what's it called here? Not that one. Maybe it's not a cannon. I don't know, a few of them I've merged up and I have it on standby and ready to merge. Like a legendary pluses. And they're still got so many of these epic pluses. So, I was like, let's not merge more epic pluses just yet in case I don't end up needing this many and I'm stuck with them. And the only way to get them out of there is to unmerge them for 20 gems or whatever that cost is. Okay. But for now, 2015 should be enough. Let's see if we can get the remaining Amplify Strikes. We're going to need 4 Amplify Strikes. Right? Let me go in here. Yeah, we need 4 Amplify Strikes because I don't have any extras, I don't think. Yeah. There's 2 of those. Okay, so I need 4 of those. We need 1 G-Comp and I think 2 project fundings, 1 Pulsar Harvester. Those would be like things I want. Pulsar Harvester would be nice because I think I need 1 more to... This would be easier if I, sorted them instead of... Here it is. That's a black hole digester. Okay, so I'm wrong. I need 2 Pulsar Harvesters if I want to get that to Epic. Ancestral. And I only say that because I've been using it and I like it. But I wish we can get some Primordial Collapse out of this banner, but we'll do that after this is done. Okay, let's go. Alright, 1 down. Well... 2 down? 2 down. Oh, okay, 1 down. So we need 3 more of those. And we got 30k, or 3k gems. I wish it was 30k. Ooh. Might be able to get a legendary one of those soon. Another sharp fortitude, okay. That's a bummer, guys. I can't believe I got 2 of those. 2 epics already. 3 epics in the first few pulls and only 1 of what we need. I mean, a multiverse nexus isn't completely terrible, but come on, 1 G comp. I can get an ancestral if we get a 1 G comp. Nope. Alright, it's almost out. What a bummers! This is not good. Okay. What are you gonna do? It's not my banners. I'm running the singles out. Come on. No. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. 260. Merge. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so hopefully we have better luck next week on the regular standard banner. Oh wait, I don't want to merge these. Just because they're making random things. We'll do that if we have to, merge them up. Okay. So, I did get something though, right? What do we get, a Nexus? Can I make it? I should have looked to see if I had an extra one to merge that with. Yeah, okay, so we got 2 and Sharp Fortitude. Which means I can add another star. So it wasn't a total loss, but yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nexus. Nexus. Confirm. Cool. And then... Hey, get up there. Confirm. Okay. Jib. 1, 2, Garbos. Wait, what? We already have the same... What is this? What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't have an Epic Plus multiverse yet. I mean, why what is it saying? Did I pick the wrong one? I probably clicked the wrong one, didn't I? Okay. Wait, you already have the same module at Legendary or Superior. I do? Oh, I do. I'm glad there's that warning message. I didn't even realize that. Wow. So, look at me being an idiot. Okay, so... Crazy. I'm glad that warning message was popping up. So then, sweet. I guess we can do this. That was an Eon mine. Yeah, we can merge that guy. All right, so now we got a mythic multiverse nexus. So we're moving up. Although I didn't need that core, to be honest. I don't really need that. Didn't really need it, but add a new star. Alright, I think that's about it. Right? That's all we did. What was the other thing I pulled? Oh yeah, no, it was just those 2. And that guy. Well, that's a bummer though. I forgot we needed 4 of those and I got 1, right? Yeah. So. Alright, well, maybe down the road we'll get that 2 Ancestral. But until then, If you like following along, don't forget to subscribe and give a thumbs up if you like the video. Leave some comments. It's good for the algorithm. Also, I want to hear back from you guys. I love following the feedback and follow along with where you guys are at. Also, there's a link to my Discord if you want to follow along in real time. Pretty active in there throughout the week, and got a little crew of guys that are chatting with all the time, posting updates. So feel free to drop a line in there. And then don't forget, next Saturday, probably around noon, maybe sometime between 9 and noon Eastern time. I'll put out a thing a few days before it in a post probably. But sometime around 9 to noon Eastern, I'll do a tournament live stream birthday party, tower birthday party. But until then, you guys keep it up, and I will see you next week.